The Chargers are cooking up something big, and Jim Harbaugh isn't playing around. After a bold move in the last draft, the team might be preparing yet another surprising play. But that's not all. One of the most dominant names in the NFL could be on their radar, and if this deal goes through, the impact could be massive. What are the Bolts planning? Stay tuned, because these updates could completely change the future of the Chargers. So hit that like button, and let's get into the video. It looks like the Chargers are considering another bold move in the draft. Last year, they pulled off a major steal by trading up to select Ladd McConkey, who became a star right away. Now the question is, will they do it again in the first round this year? In Trevor Sikkema's latest mock draft for Pro Football Focus, Jim Harbaugh and GM Joe Hortiz do exactly that. The Chargers move up from the 22nd to the 14th pick in a trade with the Colts to secure Arizona wide receiver Tetairoa McMillan. The idea here is simple. They could wait until the 22nd pick to get a solid WR. But if McMillan is within reach, why not make an aggressive move? The proposed trade in this scenario would look like this. The Chargers receive the 14th overall pick in the first round and the 116th pick in the fourth, while the Colts get the 22nd overall pick, the 55th pick in the second round, the 124th pick in the fourth, and the 159th pick in the fifth. Indianapolis under GM Chris Ballard is known for valuing multiple picks, so this trade makes sense for them. Now the big question, is it worth it for the Chargers? McMillan has impressive numbers with over 2,700 yards and 18 touchdowns in the past 2 seasons, so he might not be available at 22. But would Hortiz be willing to give up a second-round pick to move up? Last year, the Chargers' top 2 picks turned into Joe Alt and McConkey, 2 players who could be key pieces for the team's future. Additionally, the free agency and trade markets are packed with interesting options, and the Chargers could bolster their offense without giving up too many draft picks. In the end, it all comes down to one thing: giving Justin Herbert the right weapons to compete for something big this offseason. If that means making an aggressive draft trade, it wouldn't be a surprise. So, Chargers fans, what would you do? Would you take this risk or hold on to the picks? Drop your thoughts in the comments, but hold on, because the next story is even bigger. A major bombshell in the market could turn this defense into one of the most feared in the NFL. Brace yourself for this bombshell. The Chargers might have their eyes on one of the most dominant defenders in the NFL. With Jim Harbaugh at the helm and Justin Herbert leading the offense, this team already has the foundation to be a real title contender. But what if they added a $125 million superstar to the defense? We're talking about Myles Garrett. The Cleveland Browns pass rusher, the reigning NFL Defensive Player of the Year, has reportedly requested a trade. And with all the financial and contract issues Cleveland is facing, looking at you, Deshaun Watson, no one knows if they'll grant his request. But if they do? Steve Bradshaw from TWSN believes the Chargers should go all in and not hesitate to offer 2 first-round picks to bring Garrett to Los Angeles. Yes, the price is steep. But if there's one area the Chargers need to fix, it's their pass rush. Khalil Mack, who will be a free agent, saw a dip in production in 2024, recording only 6 sacks. And Joey Bosa, despite his talent, could be cut to free up $25 million in cap space. The most likely scenario would be moving on from Bosa and keeping Mack, but if Garrett arrives, that changes everything. They could roll with Tuli Tuipulotu, who already has 13 sacks in his first 2 seasons, and turn this defensive line into a nightmare for any quarterback. Garrett is simply a beast. A 6-time Pro Bowler, 4-time first-team All-Pro selection, and now crowned the league's best defender. Adding him to an already solid defense could be the push the Chargers need to finally dethrone the Chiefs and take control of the AFC West. After seeing Kansas City get dominated in the Super Bowl, it's clear the division is more open than ever. And if Harbaugh really wants to make a statement right away, this trade could be the perfect move. If these moves happen, the Chargers could be on the verge of making a massive leap in the AFC race. But is it worth paying the price? The front office has tough decisions ahead, and any wrong move could be costly. Now we wait to see what Harbaugh and company will do. So make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay updated on the future of the Chargers.